usually their first album is a self-titled album. Was this album more of like a return to yourself? Why did you decide to name it Bryson Tiller this time around?
I thought it was, I just feel like people just keep talking about this album and that album, and and they would just make that my identity. And my only identity is that I'm Bryson Tiller, you know what I mean? And I know how to do everything.
What's going on, guys? It's the Audacy check-in. I'm Jen from BK. We are in New York with the one and only Bryson Tiller. What's going on, Bryson?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good. So I'm not trying to throw your business out there, but you're a little low on energy because of the sleep, but we're going to try to pick that energy up. But thank you so much for being here with me and chopping it up with us. I know you just came off of 2 amazing shows, right, in New York City. How was that? How was the vibes for that?
Amazing. I definitely would say it was my favorite New York show so far.
Really?
Radio City is up there, but these probably my favorite. Yeah,
a lot of artists, they get a little nervous coming to New York, right? Because New York's that type of town. If they like you, they'll let you know, and if they don't like you, then they'll definitely let you know.
Yeah.
So, coming here in regards to all the other tours, all the other cities that you've been to, which ones are your favorite?
Like overall
across the board.
Everything?
Yeah, everything.
Definitely London. London takes the cake every single time. And then next was Montreal.
Really?
That was amazing. I love Montreal. They gave me some great energy. We ain't finished with the States yet, so it's kind of hard to say, who's really who's up there when it comes to the United States, but I can't wait to go a little bit further south and see what's happening. But New York is up there now. I gotta say.
No, we love you up here. That's for sure. Is there anything you do before you hit the stage to prep, to get you to focus and zero in on certain people, do certain things? Is there anything particular to get you pumped up to really hit that stage and give it to the fans?
Honestly, I just have a couple of drinks, listen to some of my favorite playlists.
Okay.
Catch a vibe.
That's what's up. Well, congrats on the album.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
Thank you.
There's many things I want to tap into, but in particular, the cover for the album. So I don't know, the inspiration was because you're a gaming fan. Is that right? I thought it was anime related, or is it a mixture of both?
Yeah, it's a mixture for sure. So it's actually inspired by one of my favorite video games. Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, you can upgrade your parts and whatnot. You know what I mean? Your arms, anything. And I always really like that. I love Alita Battle Angel. I love sci-fi movies, period. But I was just trying to kind of future thinking, forward thinking, and wanted to create a time capsule. You know what I mean? But for the future, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So definitely super anime inspired as well. Cyberpunk, they have their own anime series as well. So
are you a gamer in general? Are you one of those that spends 14 hours playing COD? Or are you kind of more chill?
Apex Legends for sure.
Okay.
But I am, to answer your question, yes, I will spend 14 hours playing a video game, and then I'll wake up and then do it all over again.
I think
for 2 weeks straight.
I think any gamer does that, right? You just get just zoned in and you just want to do what you need to do.
It's just the best.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to front. I don't play games anymore, but I used to play Counter-Strike. I might be dating myself, but I was really into that.
Ooh.
Yeah, bodied people. So I guess it isn't too far-fetched with the gaming thing because you use a lot of references to it in your songs with sound effects and things like that. So I'm just curious to know, what's your personal connection to it? Is there a first game that you remember playing, a gaming console that you were addicted to or loved to? I just want to tap back into that.
Definitely Super Nintendo is my
Super
favorite.
Nintendo, me too.
My favorite. It's hard to say because I really love my Nintendo 64. I love my Sega. My earliest memory of me gaming is definitely with my Sega and my little brother. My little brother used to play Spider-Man and Venom game. I don't even know if you remember that, but we used to play that. And my grandma's den, I think, in her den, and we used to just play games in there all the time. So
you mentioned 64, so I'm crazy good at Mario Kart.
Okay.
If you ever want a battle, trust and believe it's on. Like all the shortcut rights you give them that look for.
I gotta give everybody this look because everybody always says, you know.
Oh, see, I'm the type that I talk the talk and I walk the walk, or otherwise I wouldn't say it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just letting you know. But do you have any interest in the gaming world? Like, do we see you maybe collaborating with anybody or any companies in the gaming in the future?
I actually started my own game studio. And I'm designing the game. I've been designing the game for the past 3 years now.
Designing?
Yeah, and I love it. You know, I love doing that more than music, actually.
Wow.
It's definitely, it's my first love. So, you know, before music. So I just really enjoy storytelling, and, you know, through video games I don't know, it's just another form of storytelling, and I've been enjoying it so much. It's been very it's the feeling that I used to get whenever I made music, you know. But better than that feeling, actually, now that I think about it.
Wow, really? Yeah. That's really innovative of you. I don't think there's any artists out there, correct me if I'm wrong, that's actually out making games, creating games. I mean, I'm sure you're still working on it. It's probably gonna be some time before it comes out, but is there a little tidbit, a little something that you can give to the people in terms of what we could look for in this game?
You know, my team wishes that I could be talking about the game right now, but
okay.
No, not yet.
Okay.
You know, not yet. I wish I could, man, but here soon. More people will know. You can follow us at Trap Soul Games for more info. Trap
Soul Games. Well, speaking of Trap Soul, going back to your album now, the growth of you from then to now, I mean, it's apparent, right? Yeah. You definitely see your musicality has grown, at least personally for me, from your albums to now. So I actually really, really love that about this new album, and from Chow to Assume the Position to Calypso, like there's just different types of sounds that you're bringing on this album. Yeah. So I just want to know what really made you go down this route as opposed to going down the other forms of music or, you know, genres that you usually work with.
Well, I'm just bored making the same
I love how honest
stuff
you are.
over and over. Like, it just gets so boring and repetitive, and I'm just like, man, I love all music. I'm trying to do everything. So I think that's the main reason. Well, no, one of the reasons. The main reason is just because I really wanted to show people my versatility as an artist, and where I could take it and just kind of take my creative control back, because I feel like a lot of fans and people thought that they had creative control over my life and what I do, what I create. So I'm a rebel, always have been, and you know, nobody can tell me what to do. I like to do my own thing.
I love that.
And yeah, that's it.
Well, you hear that, the versatility, and also like another record on your album, Undertow. Like, I wasn't expecting that either. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I loved it because it works.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so genius about you, that you're able to adapt to different styles of music. I mean, it shows on this album, and really like connect with it and create these amazing records. Particularly, I want to ask you about the sequencing of your album, right? You decided to the first song on the album kind of sets the tone, right, for what people can expect. So I'm just curious to know as to why you chose an instrumental, but I love how it dropped right into Attention. So it seems like one full song.
Right.
Like, I had to go back to listen to it. I was like, wait a minute, it's two separate songs. Yeah. So I want to pick your brain a little bit why you decided to do that.
So with the intro, I wanted to give people some time to think, you know, and give them a cool like sound to think over. Every time I heard that, I would just, I don't know, just put me in a zone and a vibe, and I'll just start thinking and reflecting on everything that I've done thus far, and what's about to happen, you know. So I just kind of wanted to create that like kind of somber build up for the album, and Attention, of course, I had to start that and take it back to like R&B that I've studied, you know, for so many years. And also, you know, Trap Soul, I would say it's very, very Trap Soul inspired. But yeah.
I'm curious to know as to why also you decided to name this album Bryson Tiller. Because, you know, a lot of artists, when they start in the business, right, usually their first album is a self-titled album.
Right.
But you actually went opposite this way. So was this album more of like a return to yourself? Why did you decide to name it Bryson Tiller this time around?
I thought it was, you know, I just feel like people just keep talking about this album and that album, and and they would just make that my identity. And my only identity is that I'm Bryson Tiller, you know what I mean? And I know how to do everything, so, and I'm going to try new things and things that I've never done before. And, I can hang with the people who do that type of stuff. And I just want to be able to prove that. And if I didn't prove it this time, just know that I will continue to do stuff that will shock you for sure. Like, like you mentioned, Undertow. That's definitely a shocker for a lot of people because, they never heard me sing like that. And, I intentionally didn't want to sing like that for a long time just because I was like, one, singing on live is very challenging, for me anyway, because, I'm just a studio guy and I don't understand the sonics of everything, and every single room is different. One room might have more bass, the next might have more reverb, and one room the fans might just be the loudest they've ever been. It's like it's a lot of different factors on stage. So anyways, I kind of dumb my sound down a little bit to make not my sound but my vocal ability down to like make Trap Soul, my first album. So I don't know, I just wanted to, with the Bryson Tiller album, I'm like, it's important that I go back to my roots of like how I started, because I should really, when I was 17 making music, I was singing a lot. That was like my main thing. I was like, I want to sing. It wasn't about raps and stuff like that. Versus now it's just like I'm doing every single thing,
Yeah. Your life went from 0 to 100. Definitely. Like when Trap Soul hit, it hit the stratosphere, like in music. So coming from a young man from Kentucky to go from 0 to 100, like how did you manage that? How are you able to adapt to that new lifestyle? Or were you like, this is it, I'm made for this, like this is nothing?
Nah, that was the complete opposite. It took me years and years and years, at least 6 years to adapt. I would say actually after Trap Soul, no, it was 5 years exactly, because we dropped the anniversary album, aka Trap Soul 2, after 5 years, on the 5-year anniversary of Trap Soul, to pay homage to my first album, because everybody would always tell me to look back toward at that. But anyways, it took me years to get back into that, to finally have the confidence to be where I am and accept who I am, and I mean accept that I am who I am, or whatever they say I am, and try to believe that whatever they say I am. So it took me a while, man. I was super depressed for a long time, but I got back, so I'm happy where I'm at now.
People, a lot of listeners or fans, they're sort of used to what their favorite artist gives them, right?
Yeah.
And when they start to branch off to different things, they're either like with it or they're like, nah, I'm good. So how do you as an artist kind of make your music for your fans, but also evolve at the same time? Is it in the back of your mind like, damn, if I make this record, like maybe my fans might fall off, they might not be feeling it? Or are you more like, no, this is me, I'm going to put it out, and if they like it, they like it, they don't, they don't? That's
where I'm at. I used to be like, oh, I have to do what they want me to do. You know what I mean? And when I did that, I was just like, that's how I like burnt myself out quickly, just trying to like please everybody. But I'm just like, man, I just need to make what I want to make. And if, fans jump ship, then it is what it is, I'm going to make some new fans. And that's kind of like the goal, And the thing is, a lot of fans, they feel like, they can't be a fan of artists no more because they, switch up the sound completely. Like, The Weeknd used to make very dark and moody music, and then he became a pop star. And, I remember seeing people just wasn't rocking with that. They're like, we want this type of vibe, the trilogy, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, man, that's okay to feel that way. But like, could you imagine if he just listened to them and just he just continued to make dark and moody music for the rest of his life? We wouldn't have so many amazing songs, chart topping, the biggest hit is what they're calling Blinding Lights, so it's just like, music needs that. So we need to allow our favorite artists to do whatever they please, even if you don't like it, that's cool. You have your favorite albums already, just listen to them or go find a new artist to listen to put in your collection with the other stuff that you like listening to, you know what I mean? If it's not the pop stuff, then just don't listen to the pop stuff. I don't know what to tell you.
I agree with you too. I think it goes beyond just artists, like people in general. They love to pigeonhole people, right? They see you a certain way, they think you're a certain way, and they want to keep you in this box.
Exactly.
And it's like humans are just diverse in general. Like, so it's natural for people to tap into different things and enjoy different things.
Yeah, man.
But I think right now, but we're in a time I think that's being accepted, right? A lot of people are.
I would hope so.
No, they are. I feel so. I feel with this album for sure. Speaking on your album, like they're seeing the versatility, like you mentioned before, the musicality, and it's really digestible and it's enjoyable. I'm just letting you know, as a listener, as a fan. I don't know about the other people out there, but for me, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was like, oh, like, what's a studio session like with you like? I'm curious to know. Like, what are you the type to hear the beat first and then write? Because I know you call yourself pen griffy.
Yeah.
As rightfully so. How does that work for you? Just because some people, they have maybe a book of songs that they've already written and they kind of try to mesh it around the beat, or do you go in, you just kind of freestyle? Like, what exactly do you do?
I think it depends on, it just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll hear a beat and I'll start writing to it on the plane, or I'll start writing to it, just like piece by piece, little by little over time. Then there's other times where I go in the studio and I'm just like, it'll just come right out. I don't have to write anything. I just start going, like whatever she wants. I didn't really have to write it. I just it just came to me, you know what I mean? And I just started, recording.
Is it sort of spiritual too? That sort of connection when you find the right record, like you find the right beat and the lyrics just match. Like, how do you know when you found like a hit record? Yeah,
definitely, man. When you find that right beat that just takes you away from, like, you can listen to it and it's just like, you're not even on earth anymore, you know what I mean? Yeah. I love that about music. Whenever I get a beat like that, man, I'm very excited about music again. Just because I like to have a new canvas, something that's different. You know, I don't ever like to paint on the same type of canvas, you know, like so many different ways to, some people do graffiti on walls. They see blank walls and they're like, man, that looks like somewhere I want to draw. Some people see a blank piece of paper and they just want to do their thing. For me, I like all different types of beats. So, I definitely get lost in the studio whenever I'm writing. And it becomes like a spiritual thing, like you said, for sure.
Do you allow your kids in the studio? Are they ever present for your moments when you're creating music?
So I actually don't allow anybody in the studio when I'm creating. When I'm recording, definitely not. I've always been weird about letting people record, just because a lot of people who don't understand the creation of music, it's easy to like judge whatever the hell I got going on in my headphones. Like I could be in there, like you walk in and I got headphones on, you don't hear a beat, and I'm just like ooh ooh, and you be like, what is he doing?
What's he doing?
What is he doing? But then you hear the song and it's just like, you're like, oh, okay, it makes sense, Yeah. So
kids are not allowed.
Kids are not allowed. However, I did. Me and my oldest daughter Harley, we recorded a song together one time. It was pretty fun. Oh. Yeah, it's called Winter Wonderland. It's a Christmas song.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Does she have the Bryson Tiller bug, wanting to be a star and writing on it?
No, I think she wants to be a game designer, anime director. I think that's her vibe. But she's still young. She's still figuring it out. But that's what she really loves more than anything right now is anime and video games.
How has fatherhood changed you? I know a lot of men, when they have children, at least the men that I've known in my life, it completely changes their life. It just flips it upside down in the best way possible.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're responsible for another life, obviously.
Yeah, that was exactly how it changed me. I felt like I was responsible for another life. Seeing her sleep in the crib made me be like, dang, I gotta make sure that she can get a peaceful night of sleep every time. Like, her sleeping was always my biggest inspiration. So, I've been lately, that song $1 Million Baby going crazy. I like to refer to her as my $1 Million Baby because she's the reason why I'm even here right now. So, yeah.
Do they know that their dad is famous? Like, are they there yet?
She definitely knows. She comes out on stage with me all the time. She knows. Like, she gets it. She sees fans come up to me all the time, and there's a couple viral videos of her like at a young age, like seeing me outside of Target and just like dad's taking pictures with the Bryson Tiller fans, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, she's the best. And my youngest, she does not know at all. She doesn't know too much. She knows, I think she knows that I did a song for the Paw Patrol movie. I think she knows that that's me. I'm pretty sure she knows that it's me, but she still hasn't really. She sees me on stage, but I don't think she fully gets
connects
it yet.
Yeah, she doesn't get it yet. Well, I'm sure they see you and they're like, Daddy's a freaking superhero, Superman. By seeing you out there. Well, Father's Day is around the corner. Do you have anything planned, or you know what I mean? Do they have something planned for you?
I think I'm gonna be on tour. I think I'm gonna be touring, so I don't really have nothing planned. I just like to, honestly, I never really do anything too special. I mean, actually, yes, I do. It's just really spending any type of time with my kids is the most special thing that I could do. It doesn't have to be any like grand gesture or anything like, or that people have to do for me. I just like to spend quality time with my kids, like doing nothing and just being able to walk around the house, hearing them screaming and, you know, playing and laughing. Like that's good enough for me.
I could talk to you for hours because I really want to pick your brain. I'm just one of those. You couldn't tell by now. But I'm going to just run through these questions really fast. And whatever pops into your mind, I mean, just say it, okay? I want this to be very freeing, all right? How does Bryson separate himself from Bryson Tiller, the international star? When I
get home, I do a lot of normal stuff. I'm just going to the grocery store. I'm going on walks. I mean, all celebrities do that, but I go on walks. I'm just doing normal stuff. I don't really move around with security like that. I probably should start though.
Don't run up on him if he does now.
I be chilling, man. I just do normal, regular stuff and just stuff like taking out the trash and, you know, doing my own laundry and like all this, like mopping my floors and you know, like just all that stuff like that just makes me feel like me again, playing video games and just talking to normal people online. Like that's how I get back grounded.
How do you block out the noise and distractions or negative energy that might creep into your life?
I just, to be honest, I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. I just let whatever, I don't know. I'm just so like aloof to all of it. I'm just like, I don't, you know.
You don't care.
No.
That's a fair answer. What would you tell 15-year-old Bryson from where you are today?
Man, protect your peace, protect your confidence. People will try to steal it from you. They will do everything that they can. They will say whatever they can to try to take your confidence away because they don't have any, you know. And the proof is, you know, if, you know, even when people get online, they start trolling, like they never do it from their page where you click on their comment and go to their page and then see that it's them and their family. Their mom and dad and their kids and their dog or whatever. It's never ever going to be that, you know. So they don't have the confidence to even tell you exactly how they feel about you from, you know, showing their face. So don't let them take your confidence from you. Yeah, that's what I would tell them. I
call them keyboard warriors.
Yep,
that's all they are.
Exactly.
A moment in your life where you felt you've truly overcome the odds.
The Bryson Tiller album.
Ooh. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's very poetic. Do you believe in manifestation?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you feel like you manifested your life now?
Of course. Absolutely. I manifested so many different things. Not exactly how I would have wanted it to be, you know. I definitely, if I knew I was going to be famous at 22 and my first album was going to be, then I would imagine a completely different life after that. But, you know, it's God's plan.
And you learn along the way, right? Describe your life's journey in one word.
Challenging.
Okay. And finally, it's the soundtrack of your life. Name 3 songs that's on it.
Hey Love by Stevie Wonder. Falsetto by The Dream. Butterflies by Michael Jackson.
Butterfly?
Yeah.
Really? Real quick, why that? I love that song.
I started singing because of Michael Jackson, which is a lot of people's reason why they started making music. But like literally, I just used to imitate Michael Jackson when I was in elementary school. That's when I found out that I could sing. And that Invincible album, which is what Butterflies was on, is like, you know, that's how I started. So I always go back to that's the very beginning for me with music. So.
Love that. And what's my favorite song off that album too? And I have a bunch of favorite songs off your album. And Bryson, just thank you so much for sitting down with me, chopping it up with Audacy. I really enjoyed this conversation, getting to know you and
Likewise.
you know, learn more about you, not only as an artist, but as a man, as an individual. And, you know, just continued blessings. Keep doing what you do. You know, your talent, your creativity, everything that you bring to this world is very needed right now. And your fans love you for it. Music loves you for it. And just keep doing you. We're very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.